Very good morning to you all, dear students. So today we are going to start in continuation of the modern period. Okay, so the topic of our discussion for today is formation of Naga Hills. So this is the topic of our discussion under the modern period. Okay, so our aim for today is students will be able to understand how Naga Hills was formed. And the resources required is your notebook and your Nagaland textbook. So please get ready with it in advance. Alright, first question here is how did the Nagas defend their territory from British Empire? Okay, how did the Nagas defend their territory from British Empire? Alright, listen carefully. Okay, so see, you will see that the Nagas at first they have fought bravely. Okay, that is to defend their fatherland. But if you compare the weapons they were using, it was no match for the technologically superior British weapons. Alright, so in terms of weapon, it was compareless. Alright, because the British during the time they were using the advanced, sophisticated, technologically advanced superior weapons. Alright, so the British they formed a new district known as the Naga Hills in 1866, and this became a district of Assam. Alright, so Naga Hills was part of Assam, remember that. So at first the headquarters at Chumukidima was known to the British as Samagutin. Alright, it was not referred to as Chumukidima, but it was known as Samogutin. Okay, that is the name given by the British. Alright. So alright, how did the Naga Hills was formed? Question here is uh how did the Naga Hills was formed by the British? Okay, first and foremost, you have to know that the Naga Hills district was declared as a scheduled district. Alright, that is by the British government. Okay, this means that the Naga Hills district was excluded, that is, from the general laws prevailing throughout the rest of British India. So it was administered as a non-regulation district. So also in the meantime, the British survey the party continued to harass the Lothas in order to conquer the land. Then Lothas they also resisted bravely. They fought the British bravely. Okay, in one encounter they killed John Butler. All right, that is the leader of the British survey party in Lothas area. In order to avenge his death and subdue the Lothas, the British they opened up a subdivision at Oka, and the subdivision was later on shifted to Mokokchung district. Now, with this move, the British they hoped to conquer the eastern Naga hills. Alright, remember, they have conquered the rest of the Nagas, but they were not able to conquer the eastern Naga hills. Okay, so in order to conquer that, the British they set up a subdivision in Oka, and later on they shifted to Mokokchung. Okay, with the aim to conquer the eastern Naga hills. However, the eastern Naga hills were never conquered by the British. So the British continued their territorial expansion in the Angami areas, and in 1878 the Naga Hills district headquarters was shifted once again, this time to Kohima. Alright, so it was in the year 1878 that the Naga Hill district headquarters was shifted to Kohima. The last and final resistance of the Nagas to the British resulted in the Battle of Konoma. Alright, that took place in the year 22nd November 1879. So the British they considered this battle, that is the Battle of Konoma, as the severest fighting ever known on these hills. General Nation gathered whatever support and strength was available to the British from various areas for this final attack on Connemara. Okay, it was a severe battle which took place between the people of Connemara and the British. So see, he fought this bloody battle with a force of 3,000 soldiers, cannons, and the best British weapon to capture a village of 500 houses. So, in order to battle with the people of Konoma, which got only 500 houses, the Britishers they came up with a force of 3,000 soldiers. Okay, cannon and also the best British weapon. The Nagas they fled from their village and sought refuge in the jungles. The following year, that is in the year 1880, a peace treaty was made between the chiefs of Konoma and the British representatives, that is at Mezoma. British rule became established in Nagaland. However, at no point of time was there any formal treaty with the British. Right? So although even the Nagas they try to defend their territory, okay, if although the Nagas they fought with all their might to preserve their social, economy, political, and cultural system, they were no match for the strongest empire on earth. So it was inevitable that the British should rule part of Naga area until 1947. However, the northern and eastern parts of Naga areas were never conquered by the British. Okay, so that's it. Now things to do. Question number 1. When was Naga Hills formed? Question number 2. Which Naga tribe killed John Butler? Question number 3. Where was the Naga Hills headquarters located? Question number 4. When was the peace treaty made between the chiefs of Konoma and the British representatives, and from where? Alright, so these are the things to do. Your homework for today. Thank you, take care, and stay safe.